What if I told you that your best ideas do not come while you're working? They come when you stop. When you're walking the dog, waiting in line, or staring out of the window. We've been taught that daydreaming is laziness, but science shows it's actually creative work happening beneath the surface. In today's video, I'm going to show you why daydreaming might be the most productive thing you do today and how you can use it intentionally to unlock insight, focus, and innovation. A few years ago, I was working with a team from a major media entertainment company that was headed to burnout. And understandably, because this is an industry that's going through lots of tumultuous change. I recommended to one of the executives an idea that seemed very counterintuitive when their MO had always been to fix it yesterday. I recommended that they have a meeting moratorium. Now, to most executives in a corporate environment, the idea of a meeting moratorium, it sounds counterproductive. But here's the thing, you don't need to throw the baby out with the bathwater. You can make incremental steps towards that end. Instead, what I recommended was that rather than overhaul their entire meeting system, that they identify 1 to 2 hours in the following week to prototype this meeting moratorium. They collectively decided on the following Wednesday from 9 in the morning to 11 a.m. Now, what's important about this is that number one, it was a collective discussion and decision. And secondly, it was not an overhaul of their entire meeting system. It really was a prototype. When we are deciding to make changes to our work rhythms, they are more likely to be adopted when done in small bits and viewed as experiments. As a result of this meeting moratorium, a couple of things happened. First, the team experienced a level of trust from their managers that they would be given the space and time to let things marinate and ponder. They would get the work done. They felt seen and heard. And secondly, they came back to the work at hand revived and with sharper insights about the challenge before them. I know what you're thinking. What made the difference? What did they actually do? Well, this meeting moratorium was really recommending that they create space and time for nothing. So they did nothing. Lesson number one, the science of the pause. Let's talk about what's happening in the brain when they did nothing and why that was so important. When you stop focusing intently, your default mode network, or the DMN, gets activated. Think of the DMN as your mind's background processor. I like to also think of it as the washing machine for our brain. When in the DMN mode, our brain can synchronize and integrate information. It can make sense of experiences and link old ideas with new insights. New and different neural synapses are activated. When we rest, we synthesize. That's why the best ideas show up in the shower, or as you're emerging from a good sleep, or when you go for a short walk, not at your desk. But most workplaces, they treat rest as a luxury. The truth is, intermittent rest and breaks should be part of how we work every single day. It's a requirement for high performance. Lesson two, the creativity cycle. In my Move, Think, Rest, or MTR framework, which I like to pronounce motor, movement, thought, and rest, rest is not the absence of productivity. It's part of your creative rhythm. Think of it like music. The pauses are what make the melody work. Without rest, you get noise and commotion. Sound familiar? Here's how you can build this rhythm into your day. Micropauses. Take 2 to 3 minutes of gazing out of the window for a daydream break. Even 90 seconds works. Or take a short walk between meetings. Movement breaks. A 10-minute instant recess. These are moments that help to reset your body and oxygenate your brain. Liminal rituals. Intentional transitions like journaling, doodling, or mindful breathing that signal your brain that it's time to shift gears. These pauses recharge attention and open the door to curiosity and wonder, which are fuel for innovation. Lesson 3: reframe daydreaming as a strategy. Here's how to take this deeper, especially if you lead others. Start protecting cognitive recovery the same way you protect revenue. Schedule no meeting zones. Mix up a video meeting every now and then and encourage walking meetings. And you, as a manager, need to be sure that you are modeling this behavior, that you are taking real, actual breaks. Now, here's the mindset shift that needs to happen. Stop seeing daydreaming as procrastination and start seeing it as mental composting. Your brain is turning yesterday's input into tomorrow's insight. Einstein, Edison, and Maya Angelou all did their best work in that state of drift. This is where intuition and creativity meet, the invisible side of productivity. So, what if you stopped trying to power through and you started pausing on purpose? If you're ready to design a culture that values creativity as much as efficiency, download your free sample chapter of Move, Think, Rest below and visit figure8thinking.com. There you'll find tools, workshops, and insights to help your team pause productively and perform sustainably. Because the next big idea is not hiding in your calendar, it's waiting in your next pause.